It's so good. It's so good.
It's so good because I can't tell the difference between this and a normal Will Smith rap.
This is a normal. No, this isn't. This is Will Smith on
Will.
Family Guy.
This is from the Big Willie Styles album,
Right.
circa 1999, right?
The 1999 was the Millennium, and this is Nerd Thug Radio.
Welcome back.
That's right. This is Corey DLG. You got Zach Broussard, the Zach Attack right here, and on the boards.
It's me, Nico DLG.
That's right. Anyway, you're listening to us on 104.5, 106.1. They're the sister stations. We are worldwide at irlonestar.com. You can check us anywhere on the internet. You can Google us. We come up. You don't even see our criminal records. You just see Nerd Thug Radio. We are on Facebook.com/Nerd Thug Radio. The podcast will drop tomorrow. Check it out.
On Boxing Day.
Yeah,
it's your
Boxing
Day gift.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Of course, check us out on YouTube. These segments will be releasing throughout the week. And when we look at the analytics, Nico, what does it say? Everyone watches the first 2 minutes, right?
Right, yeah.
Just the first 2 minutes.
That's just an average, though.
Yeah.
Lifetime, it's about 4 minutes.
There you go. Someone watched 6 minutes and regretted every minute of it.
You should stop spending 2 minutes telling everybody all the places you are.
That's the most important part, apparently.
Yeah.
After that, they find us everywhere else, so they don't need the YouTube anymore. They're out.
I guess. I guess you could, in theory, apply that logic.
That's what we're doing.
Unless they're listening to the same 2 minutes everywhere they listen to it.
What if they are? Like, what if their favorite part about the show is just that we say everywhere we are, and then when we start talking about just stuff, they're like, "Oh, these guys again."
Oh, boo. Boo, go back to plugging Facebook.
Right. Facebook.com/Nerd Thug Radio, best part ever. And then they're like, why are they talking?
That is the best part.
It
Bunch
really
of
is.
fools, they don't understand the real comedy gold.
That's my favorite part of the show.
You're on the show occasionally. Like, why is that your favorite part?
I've made my decision.
Okay. Yeah. I don't argue that. All right. So this segment, I want to talk to you about some things. I'm springing this on you. You have
About
no
me?
idea. Yeah.
All right.
You don't know what I'm about to get into here.
That's accurate. That
Yeah.
really makes me uncomfortable.
Right. So anyway.
Before we do this, can I plug my wife's company again?
Yeah, for sure.
That
for
way,
sure.
if this goes down in flames and you ask me to leave, I get one more in.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So my wife's starting this company. It's Sewin Cupcakes. She has a web page and she'll have an Etsy shop and a
Is it
Facebook.
Sonin?
Sewin, as
Sewin.
in past tense of sew,
Oh.
future tense, present tense, present perfect.
Future tense.
It's the present perfect tense of sew.
Future imperfect?
No.
Perfect future.
Anyway, Sewin Cupcakes. She's gonna do custom awesome shirts like this. Keep X and Xmas.
Such a good shirt.
I know, it's baller.
Really is.
A lot of nerd shirts, a lot of custom shirts, and then she'll do custom sewing and then also signs and banners and stuff. So she's trying to make a go of that. It's a lot of awesome stuff. I'm weighing in heavily on a lot of the t-shirt ideas. I do love a t-shirt, as
That's
I think
true.
we all know.
That's true.
And I'm a hardcore nerd, so I'm really helping supplement this shop with that. So it's Sewin Cupcakes. She launches January 6th.
I think hardcore is an overstatement. The most hardcore thing about you is probably your diet.
My diet is hardcore.
That's probably the most hardcore
Most
thing
of the
about
things I eat have a core of hard.
you. Right. See? You're useless.
I actually don't eat any stone fruits.
I don't eat fruit at all because I'm a man.
You look like you don't eat fruit.
Right. And there's a reason for that.
Okay, so what are we doing? What
All
are
right.
you springing on me?
So, in a recent diversity purge, Marvel has essentially canceled a whole slew of titles coming into 2018.
What do you mean a diversity purge?
It's kind of what this looks like here.
right.
So we're going to go over this a little bit here.
Okay.
So I'm going to name the titles first, then I'm going to kind of explain what the thinking is from the community. Generation X is being canceled.
Whoa.
Gwenpool being canceled. Luke Cage being canceled. Iceman being canceled. Hawkeye being canceled. And America being canceled.
What is America?
Now, America, she is a Hispanic lesbian character.
She's not even a real Hispanic. She's Hispanic, but she's an alien. How'd
That's
that work?
true. Yeah, that is a little weird. Well, although a lot of Hispanics are aliens. If you
but,
watch CNN.
But oh, good political. Next.
Anyway.
Okay, so Gen X. What's the makeup of Gen X now?
So they relaunched it as essentially mutant students. Sort of back to that core concept of how do these kids integrate into the world.
Okay,
Gwenpool,
is a lady.
it's a girl, but most importantly, it's actually written, I believe, art and edited by females.
Okay.
Luke Cage is a black guy. Iceman, this was a title about young Iceman, so it's about him as a homosexual. Hawkeye.
Okay, we're gonna come back to that.
Yeah.
Okay, Hawkeye.
Hawkeye. That title's just struggled a lot. It's
Because it's boring.
It's been on the chopping block a bunch. It's a really I got to tell you, of all of these, that's the one I'm disappointed about. It's a really cool comic. They do a lot of cool. They take a lot of chances with the art. They do a lot of different stuff with it. They tell a lot of really cool stories. But it's in there with this list. I believe the editor of that one's also female. And then America, the star of that one, is also part of the LGBT community.
Okay. And then Iceman being gay is Iceman from First Class, where he got bumped into the future.
Right. So
it's young Iceman.
It's young Iceman. So when they took these 5 X-Men and they brought them here to the modern times,
Right.
everyone kind of thought that was going to be like a short thing. All 5 of those kids are still around.
Yeah. Right.
And
Exactly.
Iceman's got his own series, and yeah, they basically outed him about a year and a half ago. I don't really know how that fits into regular continuity because adult Iceman has kind of been the womanizer of the X-Men.
Are they from the same continuity as current Iceman?
That's the thing, is like they're saying this is the past 5. However,
But how could they have been pulled from the past?
right. Okay. There's some time travel.
Okay. So
Hiccups
I
there.
got the groundwork.
All right. So
all these books are donezo.
all those books are donezo, and they're and all of them are LGBT community connected or
Minority.
female
They're
creators.
minority.
They're minority books. They're all minority books.
Okay.
However, they're noting that some other books in the same sales range are sticking around.
Okay.
Miss Marvel sticking around. The Unbeatable Squirrel Girl sticking around. There was another one that was essentially kind of in this same launch window of books. I think it's Spider-Gwen. That's it's Moon Girl. It's Devil Dinosaur and Moon Girl. That's also in this same launch of books, and it's sticking around.
Okay.
So they're all in the same window. And essentially what the community is saying is that at the beginning of the year, those titles were having a hard time sticking. All of them. And they were saying that it was kind of diversity's, a harder thing in comic books. They feel like maybe a lot of white people are reading and therefore they don't relate as well to the other characters. That's always been the company line for why books like Black Panther don't stay, why they don't sustain.
They don't get sales.
Right, they don't get the sales. But at this point, these guys are in the same ballpark as books that aren't getting canceled.
Okay.
So the community outlash is these are harder characters to explain, or their audiences aren't as strong, or books aren't being marketed as well. But sales-wise, they're in the same category as other books, so why are these other books not in the same boat?
I don't know. Miss Marvel and Squirrel Girl, though, those are minority characters. I don't know what Moon Girl is or whatever you call it.
Moon Girl, actually, she's an Inhuman, and she's, if I remember right, she's a young black girl.
Yes.
And a devil dinosaur. It's like, there's nothing white about that.
So the argument is that these 2 sets of books, some are getting canceled and some aren't.
Right. Even though their sales are in the same ballpark.
But isn't that a business decision?
But is it? That's kind of what the conversation is.
I think it may have to do with also the people making them, because I know Gabby Rivera is one of the she's the one that writes America, and she's made some pretty inflammatory remarks on like interracial couples and stuff. So,
okay. All right, look at that.
Maybe that has something to do with it.
Look at Nico bringing some fire.
So what's the argument? People are mad because some books are getting canceled but not others?
Right, and it looks like the theme running through the reasons they're getting canceled is that the ones that are connected. Like the writer for
But
Luke
that's not
Cage.
accurate, right?
I don't know.
It's not a minority thing.
It seems like it is.
But why? Miss Marvel, Squirrel Girl?
Miss Marvel's a Muslim teenager.
Right, like that.
No. This isn't that Miss Marvel. I'm sorry.
Oh.
This is this is white Miss Marvel.
Isn't
Carol-
that Captain
Carol-
Marvel?
Yeah,
Carol
Captain Marvel. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is
Carol
Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel.
Oh, I was like, what? Miss Marvel?
And then Squirrel Girl's a white chick.
Okay.
She's a weird character though. She's kind of a niche character, sort of like Gwenpool. But I think the editor of those 2 is a guy.
I don't know. It's hard for me to know Marvel's motivations, right? Like I get that comics are read probably primarily by white guys, right?
I think that's
That's where the audience skews. If the numbers aren't solid, like it's not solidly one way or another, I'd be surprised if it wasn't skewed that way.
What is like 60-40, do you think?
At least.
Okay.
I'd ballpark.
Like 60 to 70% is what? Like white guys? Is that
guys for sure.
Guys for
If
sure,
not-
probably white.
Right.
Okay. All
Maybe.
right. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
But I don't know if Marvel has a number in the
Didn't
sales
they just
to back
get a
it
new?
up.
Didn't they just get a new CEO?
It's
A new editor in chief.
Yeah, there you go.
A new editor in chief.
and then some of these books are like
C.B. Cebulski.
some of these books are
Yeah.
really niche books too, right? Like
Actually, TV Cebulski has a really cool story. we
Like,
can talk about here.
is Iceman a strong enough character to have his own book? Is Hawkeye?
Well, so the thing with
I've actually looked into some of these books because I've followed some comic websites sometimes occasionally, and like I heard America was not like it's always been kind of just really trash. Like it's just not well written.
okay,
I don't. There's
And
only
like
a handful of
they also really play up an angle that she's Latin, even though she's from an alien world, which doesn't like just because your skin is brown doesn't mean you're Latin. I just kind of feel
I
it
feel
feels a
like
little
you're
bit
just saying-
ham-fisted.
I feel like you're just saying that because in the break I commented how white you are.
I know I am.
Well,
Turns out, little did I know.
I don't know. I feel like there should be a lot more diversity represented probably in comic books.
Right.
But on the same side, like you write what you know. And so until Marvel's business changes, like, and who they hire and stuff, it's gonna be heavily one way or another, I think.
But
Right,
so,
but then also to
all
your
those-
audience.
But a lot of those writers are writing exactly what they are.
Right.
Like Gabby Rivera is a Latina.
is she an
lesbian.
alien from another planet?
No.
Okay. Well, but I mean, okay, so let's go from that angle where they write what they know.
These are also relatively new. I say new.
America's
They're not.
new. Iceman's not new.
Well,
But
America's not
Iceman's
really.
new as a standalone book, and this young Iceman is a new character.
He's
for
essentially a new
intents and
character.
purposes.
And
Right.
America's not really that new. She's been around in
For a couple of years now.
yeah, Young Avengers. She's been in some books with some bigger characters. Loki was a member of that Young Avengers team. Luke Cage. I mean, there's a TV show.
Yeah.
And there's 2 TV shows about him.
Yeah, that one I haven't read anything about.
I didn't either, honestly. But the writer of that one flat out came forward and said sales are the reason we're being canceled. And that's what spurred the articles that when we look at sales, it's running parallel to these books that aren't. So, I mean, it's kind of an interesting thing. I'm curious to know. So that's kind of where are we good on something we got? Nope. All right, where are we at? We're getting out of here?
Yeah.
All right, he gave me the tornado.
All right, we can come back.
Yeah, we'll come back to this. We got a whole other segment we're going to talk about this. When we come back, I'm going to talk about this a little bit more. Near Thug Radio, stick with us. Corey DLG, Zach Attack, and Nico.